a man decides to marry, have a second wife, does the first one has the right to know before he decides to do it?
In Wahhabi Islam, no,
No.
because in Wahhabi Islam, in 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 in, in the interpretations of so many Muslim jurists through history, she has a right to know, and she also has a right to divorce if she doesn't agree. So this thing of marrying behind your wife's back, that's lying and cheating, and the Quran prohibits lying and cheating. I mean, what is one of the biggest sins? Lying, cheating. You can't lie, and you can't cheat. And people forget that if you marry and you don't tell your wife, that's lying and cheating. How can lying be halal? So I mean, that's one of the things that drives me crazy about Wahhabi Islam. How the Quran is so, it emphasizes the sin of lying more than it emphasizes the sin of adultery, more than it emphasizes the sin of drinking, more than it emphasizes, maybe the only exception is killing. Lying is one of the biggest sins. So how can, and not, and what's very interesting is that, and this comes from Aisha, radiallahu anha, that failure to disclose when there is an obligation to disclose, Aisha tells us is lying. So just keeping it secret when there's, normal people would say, no, you can't keep it a secret. Aisha tells us is lying. So that closes the circle. And I mean, I'm very sad when I signed, because there are fatwa by jurists, by these guys from Saudi Arabia that say, oh, you don't have to tell your wife and you can keep it a secret. How? How can you say it's halal, it's permissible to cheat? You can't. I mean, this is as ridiculous as when ISIS and Qaeda allow people to kill innocent people. I mean, it just, it completely, it doesn't twist interpretation. It ignores what the Quran says altogether. And I always also, one final, I always tell men this, I told them, give me one example in which a companion married, took his second wife and kept it secret